Hey guys, this is Golden Knight 777. We're gonna play some Horizon's Daybreaker. Delete these old worlds here. Those are test worlds to kind of get a feel for the pack, so I can kind of explain it. This is new adventure time. Got a bunch of books and stuff. Get rid of that. Get that out of my main bar. Okay. Alright, so in this pack we have a couple different mods that I like to make note of, like Mechanism is great, Blood Magic, and Sanguimancy and all those other things that tie into that. You have some other things like simple condensers, which is actually pretty awesome, but you have to be careful because it's a little broken in some cases, and I'll show you that as we go. I don't know, they'll probably fix it, but as of right now, I've already found a couple of ways to just make this kind of get a little retarded a little quickly. And the only way you can really fix it, I think, is just to not use it, or understand that maybe that's intended. I don't think it's intended, but you have extra utilities, which is part of what's going on there. You have lap blocks, which is great. They've got tanks and stuff, which are really cool. You have, of course, with simple condensers, you're going to have your EE3, I think it is, equivalent. Maybe it's EQ. There you go. Equivalent exchange mod pack. And I'm not going to explain every little item in here because, I mean, I might mention what I'm doing as I do it. There's other mod spotlights out there that will just show you how to go recipe one by one. You can always pause my video to do that. I'm just going to play the game, right? And I'll explain where I see some exploits going on as I get there. Or things that are bugs, that they're probably already known bugs, like Mechanism, armored jetpacks, for example. They put the armor on you, but you don't actually get to see the armor value, right? There's a couple things like the Mechanism mod pack. A lot of those items didn't have any energy values to them. And so I'm tried a world where I manually added energy values I thought were reasonable. Well, it ended up with a massive Mechanism base in like no time at all, right? So even when accounting in the cost for processing power and stuff like that, which, you know, I just added to the base value of what the item would be, plus the other item that was added to it, you know, divided by however many items, and then went ahead and, you know, added in the power cost in terms of EE, it still was too easy. So, I mean, maybe just, and it kind of made the upgrades and stuff pointless. So I'm not so sure that for your energy values, that Mechanism really lends itself well to that without kind of destroying your gameplay. But that's up to you, right? Some things I found the energy stuff really great for was things like, you know, obsidian, or that I just couldn't be, honestly, I just couldn't be arsed to sit there and go and get obsidian all day long. You know, it just takes forever, and if I can have something basically just make my obsidian for me, that's great. But that's kind of where the problem comes in with this pack. Like I said, simple condensers are great, and if you don't have something automating the simple condenser, there's nothing wrong with it. Really, I mean, you can just put in some goods, you get some goods out, assuming the values are not, you know, borked. And it seems like a fair trade, right? What seems a little borked is when I put in some birch wood, right, or some oak wood, I get 32 value of that, and then I put in a charcoal, you know, to duplicate after I've learned it and all that stuff, and I get out a finished charcoal in my simple condenser for the same 32 energy. Well, I think people would know that, you know, obviously there was a cost involved, right? So that's not really going to be kind of fair to your gaming experience, I think, if you just, you know, got free smelting. I mean, there's convenience, and then there's just basically cheese balling it, right? So it's up to each person to see how they want to play this pack. I know there's a couple things I'm going to want right off the bat, so I'm just kind of gathering them now. Sorry if this is boring, trying to kind of talk to, alleviate some of that boredom. You can always skip past this or wait till a different video or something if you don't want to watch me play the game normally. I don't do fast forwards, so fair warning, I guess. Yeah, get out of here, pig. So some things, like for example, in the simple condensers and stuff like that, clay is actually worth 64, which is pretty impressive. Each ball of clay is worth 64. So you can get a lot of value really quickly with clay. So if you see like a whole chunk of clay like this, it's kind of hard to pass up, assuming you know that about clay. But yeah, being able to duplicate osmium and stuff using the enemy system, with custom commands, to add value to it, at first sounded like a great idea, and then I realized, oh, well, now I don't ever have to mine again. Kind of takes part of the game away, And it gets even worse when you start adding in extra utilities. And the reason why is I can set up extra utilities to use cobblestone gen, right? And that cobblestone gen can be 4 cobblestone generators on the same piece of cobblestone, right? Uh-oh, what did I do? There we go, I think. Water's trying to kill me. I've been playing this game for a while, but I still die to stupid stuff occasionally, so that's definitely a thing. Greedy for this clay because clay is worth a lot. There's also something nice in here from Blue Power. They have an alloy smelter. Alloy smelter, here we go. And that's pretty cheap. It's just a bunch of bricks. And what it does is, you have to give it fuel, obviously, right? But it can break down different items into just the metal items of it. So let's say you had a piston, and you put it in there, all you're going to get back is the 1 ingot of iron out of that piston. So probably not the best trade. You lose your redstone, etc. But let's say you get something like a zombie head. And I don't know if this is a bug or not, but a zombie head will actually give you a piece of iron when you smelt it in an alloy furnace. So let's say you've been fighting for a while and kicking some butt, and you got some zombie heads, but you haven't actually built a base, you haven't really gone mining yet. You can get a little bit of, material to make your first bucket or whatever you make. I am glad that they took out Tinker's Construct and Tinker's Weaponry, because it kind of makes the whole pack pointless. And I'm sorry, I really do. I understand and I celebrate and I enjoy the fact that Tinker's Construct is kind of big, but it's not really balanced. It just isn't. I mean, there's no reason to use like anything else if Tinker's Construct is involved. If Tinker's Construct and Mine Factory is involved, just make yourself some plastic gear. Just don't use plastic for the handle. Use like a stick or slime or something, and it's game over. You just add 1 diamond to it. You have an early game pick that's just basically indestructible. For the cost of plastic to repair it. It's hilarious. And you could always do that with a stone pickaxe too, but plastic doesn't break as easy. I don't know. I like volcanoes because basalt looks really nice. I might build a base over there. I'm not going to sit there and gather all the clay because there's a lot of it. At least not without a shovel. Mechanism has a couple cool things like a flamethrower and stuff. The Soul Shards mod in this pack is really awesome. And again, there's other mod spotlights. I'll just do it. I'm not going to actually sit there and... I might explain it as I go if I remember to. Or because I'm rambling, whichever. Trying to find a suitable place to build a base here. I think we might have one. Ooh, a natural mine. What do we got? Natural mine. We got lava. Got lava not too far. Basalt. Got iron right there. Nobody cares about titanium or zinc right off the bat. I don't even know how to do the matter overdrive mod. This is a good potential base site, maybe right there in the center of the lake. Good open fields for hunting. Access to wood. Perfect. Yeah, I think I'll build right up in here. This shouldn't be a bad small little base. Probably go vertical with it. It's usually a better move. It's becoming nighttime, so I need to roll a little bit quicker. Okay. Got access to mechanism salt. Nice. Okay, so I don't want to do this. I'm going to need a pick, because I'm going to have to survive the night. It's not going to be pretty. Probably going to have to bury myself in the cave tonight. This is not uncommon for me. Usually dink around too much. Ooh, look, a shiny, and then I don't build a base, and then I end up living in some cave like a caveman first. My biggest concern is to build a base and then realize, ooh, nice. I like how this comes to an end here. This is perfect, actually. Very nice. I don't like building a base and then finding out the hard way that, oh, there's a black hole right next to me and it's gotten big enough and now it's destroying my whole base. Not cool, guys. Trust me, it's not a good feeling. I'll try and hurry here so I don't die like a clown. If I do, I'll just go ahead and get back to my body and then restart the video. I'm not going to sit there and make you guys watch me do that over and over again. I do want to close this off because the creepers will be coming. Like winter is coming, Game of Thrones style, right? The creepers are coming. This is a big... this is going to be a big task. Let's see. I don't really have enough for this. Shoot. Maybe dirt would be a better move. You're going to see me wandering around at night. A lot of times I do caving and I won't bring torches or food because I'm an idiot. So there's that. But I don't know. I seem to do okay for the most part. I don't really go mining a lot. I prefer teching up instead. Hold shift so I don't fall like an idiot. Probably should have just made a basic shelter or got a bed or something like most people do. But I'm not most people. Use that lava, exploit it as a natural heat source. Maybe even make a heat generator from mechanism. Get about 510 RF a tick passively off that thing. Am I on peaceful? Nope, I'm on hard. I'm not trying to jinx myself, but I was just like wondering where we're in an open field. Where is everything? I really like this texture pack. I don't remember which one it is, but pretty nice. I'm sure you guys can figure it out. I like the way it makes the sun and the moon look, I guess, is what's cool about it. And there's our first customer. I'll use the wooden pickaxe since, I don't know. This is only going to be used for fuel here in a minute, since I've already teched past it. And our first thing of ridiculousness. So you see how that's 24 exchange energy? Well, a leather is 32. Okay, so who cares, right? Well, you can actually cook rotten flesh into leather. So not only are you not paying, or you're paying a cost to cook it to leather, right? But apparently you're harvesting that energy cost because you can put it back through a simple condenser and get leather plus the difference back, right? So if I was to sit there and take, you know, one leather, which is worth 32, and one rotten flesh in the simple condenser, according to the recipe, Well, the rotten flesh only costs 24, so now I've got, what? Another 8, I guess it is. Yeah, that's 8, I think. Yeah. I'm not going to pull up a calculator. It's 8. So you've got 8 value left, and it doesn't burn the value just because you didn't use it. So now you'll do it again. Well, now you got 16 sitting in there. Okay, so you toss this stuff through the furnace again. Right, now you've got 24. Oh, well, that's enough for a second piece of meat. That means 1 leather is, you know, being shifted back into rotten meat, being cooked back into leather, means you're generating MC, or what is it, ME? I don't know. Energy, equivalent exchange energy, very quickly. Especially when you get into mechanism and you start getting into like super fast smelting factories and stuff, and you get your power system under control. It can get a little stupid. But that's not even the stupidest part. Like, you can literally, and again, I don't know if there is a balance for this. Oh, some more customers. Maybe I'll get some iron. Oh, so cute. Whoa, what was that? Oh, he spawned on top of me. Okay. What kind of horse crap is that? I love when they spawn on top of me because I always think they're cheating, but it's just like, no, technically they could have spawned there too. It's just not common. And apparently there must be lava right over here. Let me just see if I can't zoom out a little bit here. Yep, lava. I was always wondering why it's like, why is there random fire? Oh, that's right, because there's a lava pool right there. I didn't even know that was there at first. They got the apple milk tree tea mod in here. I haven't really got into it. It looks cool, but I don't really know much about it. Wow, a whole horde of them, huh? What am I, a villager or something? Eesh. There's a spider down there. You can hear him. Alright, time to go mobile, as Bane would say. They're a little slower in water. Using that to my advantage here. Get him in the water. I get out of the water. Oh, I'm such an ass. La, la, la. It's like playing keep away. Get some messed up game of whack-a-mole here. Yes, give me your rotten flesh. And I guess the XP's cool too. Although I'll probably die before I can use it. Always check behind you. There's the creepers, they are real. The rage is real. Now skeletons are my weakness right now. I can deal with zombies, I can deal with creepers, although creepers aren't fun. The zombies are easy enough to deal with, but skeletons, man, you just run from skellies. I don't know if those guys were like special forces in their earlier life before they became skeletons, but their accuracy is ridiculous. Like they'll shoot you off a ledge no problem. I always have good respect for the skeletons in this game because they will shoot you and they will hit you. They're like Liam Neeson, all of them. Oh, nice of you to join the party, you sneaky butthole. Aw, he got me. Hopefully he wasn't one of the poisonous ones. I guess those are just giant tarantulas or something. I don't know. And they do a lot of melee damage in comparison to the little ones. They have more health. But they're more restricted. Oh. It's almost morning. Nice. Got a small little haul here. Almost done making my little nest or whatever I'm doing here. This also I think can be made into, see, yeah, there's your leather. 64, oh, it's 64, hose me. 24 to 64, and then back, you're gonna get multiple just on your first go. It's kind of a little insane. I mean, I think it's insane. I don't know. Especially when you can use it as a biofuel and mechanism, and then you've got just ridiculous fuel, or you could just make coal or charcoal using the simple condenser. I mean, don't know. They got different possibilities. I don't really know what the flax seeds are for. Something from Blue Power. I've never used it, and I'm sorry that I don't really know Blue Power to explain it better. The only thing I know how to use in it is the alloy furnace, pretty much. I used to use Red Power back in the day when it was Red Power, and I think they discontinued it because, for whatever reason, I actually don't know. I have no idea at all. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really just don't know. Flatten this ground out. Might need it to be flat later. Close this wide open gap here. I don't want creepers dropping down on me saying hi. I need to mark this so I know where my base is. Go over here to do that. Always want to make waypoints if you can. It saves your butt later. So home base. But make that as a white so it's easy to see. Save, close, close. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's one of those little assassins right now. They're worse than the creepers, I really think. Oh, creeper gets on you, you're gone. But those guys don't even need to get on you. Apparently there's some kind of party going on down underground right over there, so I gotta be careful about that when I start mining. I don't know what's down there. Usually in this pack, when I was playing, it seems like almost every single world I'll mine down, minding my own business. Horrible puns, sorry. Yeah, I'm full of those. And all of a sudden you're gonna have like a spawner. I'll dig right into a spawner. I don't know if they're just more prevalent, just have weird luck, or misfortune, however you want to say that. Because early in the game I do not want to be messing with spawners. Although I have a hard time resisting it, and I probably will die if I see one. Because I'll probably try and close it off so I can harvest it later, blah blah blah, instead of just running like I should, probably. And there's my first little friend. He guarded my base for me, obviously. What a bro. What a bro. I think. It's gonna be kind of hard to fight him down there. I don't have any weaponry. I haven't built a sword yet. I probably could. Let's see. Yeah, I got some planks. And I got some sticks. Make myself a stone sword or two. Actually, you should probably just make a second pick with the other stuff. So, 2 sticks. Give myself a second backup pick, because you know you're going to want one. Probably going to go through a couple of those. Oh, that means I can make 2 swords. Nice. Probably going to need that. For 5 attack damage, it's kind of silly not to stop for a second to make a sword. Write this stuff. You'll see me do that when I start worlds, just because I'm not paying attention to what I should be or shouldn't be doing. But generally, yeah, you're going to want to make some basic weaponry ASAP if you're playing on hard mode. I don't play hardcore when I make videos, although I do usually play hardcore, because I do like a challenge. But obviously it would be kind of silly to be making a video, and and then, oh, I guess we have to start over, guys, my bad, they're like, really? Okay, well, I'm gonna watch some other, guy, right? Anyway, so, I probably should cut this video short, just in case I do want to put this on YouTube, because it's getting on about 24 minutes now. I don't know how much people actually want to watch any one video. Like I said, I didn't really fast forward any of this because I don't know how, to be honest with you. I've never used Overwolf successfully and stuff like that. Maybe someone can leave a comment if this does make it to YouTube, help a poor guy out, I really just started using Overwolf. I don't know all the tricks of the trade yet. I'm not trying to become some YouTube celebrity or anything. I just, I play enough Minecraft, I thought I'd pass along a few things, and yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what I was after. Alright, so generally, I do this so I can kind of see what time of day it is. If something attacks me, I can sit there and go smack smack, no problem. Oh boy. Well, the creeper took care of himself, that's one less thing to worry about. Just gotta deal with Rambo over here. if I get the drop on them. That's why these guys are crazy. Die, fool. Oh, I'll get your bow. I guess it's like Highlander now. I'm the most powerful one. Ooh, he left me a gunpowder. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna need to start making torches, as this is not gonna work. Luckily, we have some coal here. Get rid of the zombie first. He seems to be pretty adamant about making friends. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. All you talk about is brains, so leave. There's more of them. Here, get the coal quickly. Based on the footsteps, I had a couple seconds. I like making them take fall damage, if you can. It's not always possible, but it's fun. Okay, let's make some frickin' torches. I don't have a lot, but it should be enough to stop them from spawning. And you will see me do this because, well, I just do this. Get over it, I guess. No, not that. This F7 thing. Because, is it kind of cheating? Yeah, maybe. I don't consider it cheating because I don't like little surprise visitors in my base. I also don't like torches because they look ugly as crap. But it's necessary evil until you get like blood magic, cool stuff like that. You know, someone's really awesome and they got the blood magic stuff. That looks better, I think. Oh boy. Well, generally after I light a place up, I don't bother. See, the thing I don't really. See, there you go. Well, luckily we have a short way to go. Can just get past this death run. This happens. I don't have any armor. But luckily we didn't build the first base too far from spawn because this is what happens to me a lot actually. When I first make a world is I usually end up so focused on resources I don't make a perfect base, and well, it's kind of hard to make armor. Well, that's a bit of a death trap, don't you think? Yeesh. I might have to do something about that in a bit. I can do something right now. Problem is that little bugger's still there somewhere. Graves over here. Huh? Oh, maybe he despawned because I was too far away. Slain by a spider. Didn't even make it. He was a simple man who died of complications. Well, I got myself a bow. I got one arrow. Feel like it's the arrow of light from Zelda or something. You get one arrow. You know, you better use it correctly. Or when was it like the silver arrow, where you had to like weaken Gen first and then then use the silver arrow on him? Because if you just used it, you would have wasted, and you can't kill him, so you have to actually go out and get a new one. But anyway, you're not playing Zelda, Joe. Come on. Alright, so we now have exactly enough, and we wouldn't have had I not used F7. We would have been having to make quite a few more torches, would have missed a place, would have gotten bombed while I'm in the middle of making things. Now that I'm here, I can remove the death point. Although I wouldn't normally mind a reminder of my failures. In this case, it's just going to get in the way. Kind of like a life lesson, I suppose. Although if I remove this lava, then, or whatever, then I run the risk of having to light this up too. So before I do that, let me get a bit more coal. Not a lot, just a little bit more, or whatever, doesn't matter. I'll be starting a new video here in a minute, because it's coming up on, I'll probably only go to like maybe 30 minutes. And then stop the record and start a new one. Again, I'm getting used to this, so a lot of these idiot comments you hear me yapping about, that's just me talking. Don't freak out. It's gonna be okay. It's just me. I swear. Alright. Well, see you guys in the next video.